I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
And welcome back to the Washington Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined by Jeff Root, and we are happy to see you here in Bill Vining Arena today for this matchup of women's basketball teams where the Lady Bisons of Harding are coming to Bill Vining Arena to take on the Washita Tigers. Jeff, looking into this matchup, Harding now 14-3 on the season, only one loss so far in GAC play versus this Washita team that's coming into this one after a big win across the street at Henderson State. What do you expect from both of these teams, and how can you see the Tigers possibly coming on top of this one?
Isaac, so much fun to be with you this afternoon. It's going to be a good matchup, I think. If you look at the records as we are right now, you see a dominant Harding team, 14-3, only one loss in conference play. That was last week in Oklahoma in a road game. Washita 8-7, 4-7 in conference play, but that's a team that started out 0-5 in conference. So the Tigers are hot right now, 4-2 in their last 6 games. They played well on the road. They played very well here at home. So I expect a well-competed game between the two teams. This could be a close one.
And looking into both of these teams, you see Madeline Tipton for the home team, 13.8 points per game this season. Last time out against Henderson State was just the same. One of the top scorers in that game alongside Abby Harrison. Now moving across the road, across the teams, you see Sage Hawley, one of the best players in the Great American Conference this season, averaging just around 18.2 points per game and 10 rebounds. Yes, she's averaging a double-double on the season. The 6'4", fifth-year senior has had herself one of the best seasons in Division II. So, Jeff, when you look at her, how does Washita contain such an electric player?
Well, she does everything well. I mean, we're talking about, as you said, someone averaging a double-double, 18 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. She also is very high in assists for this team. So she does everything well. A lot of block shots as well, a good number of steals as well. She just does everything well. But Washita has some good young players playing on the inside who are improving as the days go by, and they're going to compete very well today.
And in the conference, Harding second in points per game at 70.8, while Washita at 6 with 66.1. So both of these teams are teams that can score the basketball, but Harding this season really showing that rebound margin as well, really courtesy of Hawley herself. So Washita winning across the street just the other day against Henderson, and then Harding taking a win against Arkansas Tech at home. We'll see what will happen in just a couple seconds, though. We'll have the national anthem and the starting lineups here live from Bill Vining Arena.
Vining Arena for this afternoon's Great American Conference contest, featuring the Bisons of Harding University against your Washita Tigers. You've already figured it out for yourselves, but at this time we invite you to stand for the national anthem performed this afternoon by the Washita Band under the direction of Dr. Austin Motley. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Harding University Bisons. Sophomore guard from Bergman, Arkansas, number 10, Maddie Holt. Senior guard from Grove, Oklahoma, number 20, Rory Gear. Sophomore guard from Conway, Arkansas, number 21, Josie Williams. Senior forward from Memphis, Tennessee, number 24, Sage Hawley. And senior guard from Mountain View, Arkansas, number 32, Aubrey Isbell. The head coach of the Harding Bisons is Tim Kirby. The assistant coach is Rusty Garner. And now, Tiger Nation, let me hear you roar! This is the starting lineup for your Ouachita Tigers! Junior forward from Auburn, Alabama, number 2, Audrey Winfrey. Junior guard from Bologna, Arkansas, number 23, Madeline Tipton. Junior guard from Marmaduke, Arkansas, number 30, Heidi Robinson. Junior forward from Hernando, Mississippi, number 32, Abby Harrison. And senior guard from Valonia, Arkansas, number 22, Lainey Mears. The head coach of the Ouachita Tigers is Callie Hill. The assistant coach is Brandy Hickenbotham. This afternoon's officials are Ernie Murray, Lauren Thomas, and Jake Black.
And there are your 5 out to start on both sides for Ouachita. You've got the main 5, the 2 high school teammates in Lainey Mears and Madeline Tipton. Holding the point guard position, Heidi Robinson. In the middle, Abby Harrison. And then finally finishing off with Audrey Winfrey. On the other side for Harding, that'll be Maddie Holt, Rory Gear, Josie Williams, Aubrey Isbell, and the woman in the middle tipping off, Sage Hawley. It'll be Harrison and Hawley tipping off here right as we start this one. Tip goes to Mears, and we're off. And Jeff, this season has been a huge turnaround in conference play for the Tigers. Like you said, they started off 0-5, but since then they've been 6-2. The peak of that really coming in that big win against Henderson State the other day, as Audrey Winfrey knocks it down from the middle.
Really nice feed on the inside and gave her an easy shot inside. She hits it. Well, Arkadelphia is going to see a great game this afternoon. A good turnout of townspeople and students. Harding's brought a lot of people. It's a good setting for this game.
In the corner is Gear. Driving on Winfrey. And she's stripped. Able to get back on top of it, though. Shot clock ticking down. Hawley guarded by Harrison. And that one just hits the side of the backboard, but they're going to call a foul. Abby Harrison got just a little bit too much into the box of Sage Hawley, and she'll take 2 at the line.
One of the reasons that she is such a great scorer is that she makes her free throws 80% on the year.
And that's exactly what you need to do if you're one of the top players in the middle in the conference. Hawley, a player that can get down towards the bucket and draw those fouls, and then, like you said, make those. Second one is up, and it rolls out. Madeline Tipton on the rebound. Tigers still lead here. Robinson with Mears in the corner. Nice drive, and Harrison, no good. Had an easy pull-up there, just not able to convert.
Yeah, I think a little indecision. Do I want to use the backboard or not? She hit the back of the rim instead, and it bounced out.
Holt driving on Robinson, the spin move, and she rolls that one in. Good effort there by Heidi Robinson to play good defense, but a nice spin by Maddie Holt. Winfrey driving, wide open shot from the elbow, and that one's no good off the back rim. Josie Williams driving right side. Holt guarded by Mears. The fader, and that one's good. Harding now leads 5-2 early in this one. Ouachita hasn't scored since the first bucket of the game.
Holt averaging 8 points a game, but my goodness, Isaac, she has looked good here with the last 2 baskets.
Whistle blown. Washita's going to take it out on the sideline. That'll be Winfrey. Audrey Winfrey, top of the key to Mears to Tipton. And Mears, nice fake, and then the pull-up mid-range is good. Lainey Mears, that's twice today where she's gotten defenders up in the air.
What a good leader she is, and that's a nice shot. She took the open shot instead of going to the contested layup, and she nailed it.
Isbell to Holt. Inside to Holly. She's guarded by Harrison. That time, that misses everything. Good defense by Abby Harrison. That's what she's going to need to do all night. Mears to Tipton. Tipton on the fader, and that one's good. Way to get her defender up in the air at the top, and then the drive is good.
It's a good start by Ouachita. This is an awfully good Harding team, but they're hanging with them early. Both teams historically play well in this first quarter.
And that one's stolen by Mears. Lainey Mears one-on-one. She's got Winfrey behind her. Nice pass to Winfrey, and that one's good on the left side.
As you said, Isaac, what a great assist and a good lay-in by Winfrey.
And that's a turnover for Sage Holly. 2 bad plays in a row for her. Something that she will need to fix if she wants to bring her team back into this one.
Yeah, she's a veteran player. I don't think she's going to hang her head over that. Just keep playing. She's the leader of this team in most ways.
Tipton, right side. Nice screen by Harrison. Tipton's got her in the middle. And she gets that one to roll in. Nice find by Madeline Tipton. Then Abby Harrison able to finish the play. The 3, that one is no good. And that one's going to sail out of bounds. Aubrey Isbell unable to get the shot to go. Substitution for the Tigers, Samantha Watson in for Heidi Robinson. And Watson had a great performance the other night for the Tigers, where at Henderson State, Coach Kylie Hill was able to run through a rotation of almost 3 guards at that point position, and then Watson, Babel, and Robinson able to run that really well.
Big win against Henderson on Thursday. This is a confident team right now for Ouachita.
Watson driving towards the middle, trying to get it to Harrison, and that one's stripped. Holly gets on top of it, and the Lady Bisons are running. Isbell driving left side, and no good off the front of the rim. Rebound, no good. And the Lady Bisons go 0 for 3 on that possession. Ouachita back the other way. Mears to Tipton, and she was fouled on the floor. It'll stay with the Tigers.
She's got a little shoulder in her there. Greer playing defense just pushed her a little bit as she was coming around.
Substitutions for Ouachita, Grayson Fairless coming in for Abby Harrison, and then Brooke Smith coming in for Audrey Winfrey.
What a hot start for Ouachita with the ball up by 5 early.
Watson, nice screen by Fairless. Hand off to Brooke Smith, and that one's no good off the front of the rim. Back the other way are the Lady Bisons. Josie Williams driving on Mears. The fader, no good. Ball bobbled around, but it's back towards the girls in white. Mears to Watson. Tigers looking for some penetration here. Tipton, pull up on the inside of the three-point line, and she knocks that one in. Madeline Tipton, what a hot start for her. She's got 4 points, and that'll be the first media timeout of the quarter. Ouachita leads 12-5, and we'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King, At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
To be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we and more will be on your side, by your side.
And welcome back to Bill Vining Arena here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Ouachita Tigers leading right now over the GAC leading Harding Lady Bisons 12-5. Here during this timeout, we want to also thank our sponsors, the Hatcher Agency. The Hatcher Agency in Little Rock is the home of outrageous service. The Hatcher Agency gives outrageous service for both commercial and personal lines of insurance, including both property and casualty insurance. Contact the Hatcher Agency today at 501-375-3737 or visit www.hatcheragency.com. Also, congratulations to Greg Hatcher for his 2025 induction into the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame. Get your outrageous service at the Hatcher Agency. And we also want to thank the Hatcher Agency for sponsoring the Ouachita Sports Digital Network as Harding takes the ball down the court.
Harding needed that timeout. They've had time to talk about it, get it inside immediately, but they just keep missing shots.
One thing that is going to help them, though, is these offensive rebounds. So they get another one here. Isbell spinning on Mears. And that one's no good on the left side. Ouachita continuing to play stout defense so far. Robinson, she's got Fairless at the top. Whistle blown. And that looks like it's going to be a call away from the ball. It'll go back to Harding here. That was an illegal screen, and now substitution for the Tigers. Coming in for them is Abby Harrison back to guard Hawley. Isbell. Holt to Williams. Hawley backing down Harrison. The fader, and that one's all net. Sage Hawley able to get another one to go there.
That's going to be hard to defend. She's tall, she backed up, no way to block that, and she made the shot.
Neither team has been able to get the three ball to go, but Brooke Smith, the tough layup, barely misses it. Great effort there by the sophomore. Pass into Hawley. Let's see what she can do here. Towards the middle, the fader. And how do you guard that? Sage Hawley gets that one to go over the 6'2" Abby Harrison.
Yeah, that timeout gave her a restart, didn't it? After a tough first few minutes, she has come on strong and it's down to a 3-point lead.
Here's Mears. She's got it at the top. Tigers have yet to take a three in this one. Harrison tries to get it inside to Watson, and that one's stolen away. Gear in the corner. Pass to Williams. Josie Williams looking for a teammate. She's got Holt, and Holt, that one's all net. That's the first three of the game for either team, and Harding now has tied this one back up at 12 apiece.
Harding is not a particularly good three-point shooting team, not as good as Ouachita, but that was a key shot by Holt.
And now Robinson left side to Brooke Smith. Tigers in need of a bucket here to stop this Harding effort. Mears with the shot from the free throw line is no good. Rebound by the Lady Bison, and they're running the other way. Isbell, pass. Here's Holt. Pass out, the three, and no good, but Samantha Watson getting in her landing space there, and it's going to be 3 shots from the free throw line for Josie Williams.
Now, that wasn't a lot of contact, Isaac, but just enough because she was coming down after shooting the three. A real advantage for Harding. It's really been all Harding since the timeout.
And that's something that a lot of officials are cracking down on a lot recently, is that landing space. You want to make sure that the player is able to come down safely without danger of hurting their ankles, and there just enough to draw the foul, and now Williams makes the first one, and she's got 2 more. Second one is all laces.
That's a fair decision, too, because a lot of basketball injuries are the ankle or the foot.
And Josie Williams goes 3 for 3 at the line for her first 3 points of the game. Substitution for Harding, coming in for Holt for the first time today, redshirt freshman Jaden Thomas. Here's Heidi Robinson. She's yet to score in this one. Winfrey looking for a teammate. She's got Harrison. Here's Babel on the fake. Out to Winfrey, but it's blocked. Harding with the steal. Now they've got the ball the other way. Thomas into Holly. Back out to Thomas. Nice pull up from the mid-range, and that one's all good. Head coach Kylie Hill wants to talk with his team. They've not scored since the media timeout.
That's a 12-point run. Goodness gracious, a 12-point run for Harding, and they're up by 5. Ouachita played from the lead early. Now they're going to have to come from behind.
Scoreless in the last 3:42 now. The Tigers going to need to put together some type of scoring play in this final 1 minute to go into that quarter break with a little bit of momentum. Right now, every single player on Harding has just been able to put the ball in the bucket.
On the year, Ouachita has outscored its opponents by 24 points in the first quarter, but Harding by 52 points. So it's 2 teams that like to start fast. Ouachita started fast, but Harding got even hotter after that.
And right now, while Sage Holly 2 for 5 from the field, the woman to look out for on the court is actually sitting on the bench right now, Maddie Holt. She's 3 for 3 tonight with a 3, and she's got 7 points. Heidi Robinson, the drive, mid-range pull-up, and that one rattles in for her. And that tap off the basket for the Tigers. Thomas, top of the key. Looking inside for Holly. Isbell inside to Holly, and that one's stolen by Harrison. Nice forward pass to Tipton, and Madeline Tipton able to draw the foul there. Not able to get the bucket to go, but she's going to have 2 shots from the stripe.
A really good pass from Harrison after she got that steal and then made a nice pass, and so to the free throw line. Ouachita fighting back now, can pull within 1 if she hits both.
And Jeff, that's almost what you have to do with Holly, because you know that when she's got the ball in the post, you're at her mercy, and if she can make that shot, it's very difficult to defend her once she has the ball in the post.
Absolutely. So a good job, and Ouachita benefits from it. Made the first one and made the second.
And Tipton today, she's got 6. She leads all scorers for the Tigers. Ouachita now has shortened the Harding lead to just 1. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Josie Williams with the ball. To Isbell. Tigers playing tough defense right now. Williams driving on Babel. Pass out to Thomas. 3 seconds between shot clock and game clock, and that time Jaden Thomas able to put it down. Ouachita now, 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Heidi Robinson, the screen from Brooke Smith to Tipton, and she's unable to get the shot off before the buzzer, and so Ouachita is going to head into the first quarter break down 16-19 here at home in Bill Vining Arena. And for us, we'll be right back with you after the break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm just going to check that last second shot.
All right, check the second.
I've heard people say Ouachita. Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita. Ouachita.
And welcome back to Bill Vining Arena here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Sending you guys back a little bit early to be able to catch that last play. Referees want to make sure that Tipton was not able to get that shot off. They did not rule it a basket, but the three was good. So if somehow she was able to get it off, that would be 3 extra points, and we'd have a tie game at the end of the first quarter. And you see there, pretty conclusive that was not before the buzzer went off. So Tipton, the shot is good, but those 3 points do not count. Ouachita down 16-19 at the end of the quarter. And the player to look for on this Ouachita team has been Tipton, though. On the other side, it'll be Maddie Holt. She's got 7. We talked about her just before the end of that last timeout.
Isaac, I applaud the official for checking that. It's pretty obvious to us as we're watching the game, but they did the right thing, just checked it out and make sure, because it was a good shot. It just came late.
Here's Holt. Pass to Williams. Hawley, she's guarded by Brooke Smith. Tigers going with a little bit shorter of a lineup. Smith in the middle, and she's able to defend Hawley. The 5th-year senior, that one's no good, and here's Madeline Tipton on the left side. She's doubled, and they're going to call the foul. Rory Gear is going to be called on that one, and Tipton able to draw it.
And she fell a little awkwardly and is bending over a bit, but she'll stay in the game. I think she's all right.
Tipton has had a rough season when it comes to injuries. Started off the year with an injury in their first game, and has been playing through a fair amount of rough and tumble. Winfrey pass to Smith. Here's Babel. Brooke Smith, she's going to pull up in the mid-range, and that one's no good. Sage Hawley gave her enough space to shoot it, just unable to convert. Here's Isbell over to Thomas. Isbell drive on Smith. Thomas wide open 3, and that one is all good. Harding gets their first score of the quarter, and now they lead by 6.
Thomas says 3 for 3 since checking in. She's done a fine job off the bench for Harding.
And that one's good. Nice find by Madeline Tipton, and Brooke Smith able to complete the play. Williams to Thomas. We talked about her, 3 for 3 to start the game. Hawley, top of the key. She's going to pull up from deep, and that one's no good. Nice find by Babel to Mears in the corner. Going to slow it down just a little bit. Smith cross court to Mears. Pull up from the free throw line, and that one's no good. Lainey Mears, she's created herself some good opportunities tonight. Just so far, only one of them is gone. Thomas drive left side. And the shot, that one's no good off the front of the rim. Joey Babel with the rebound. Tipton, pull up, that one's blocked by Thomas. Takes it right back though, and she decides she's gonna put it in. Madeline Tipton overcomes the height of Sage Hawley and gets it to go.
Ouachita really fighting back now, playing good defense, and that was a good contested basket. Tigers hanging in there, just 2 down.
Isbell, that one's almost stolen by Babel. Shot over her, and that one's good. Great patience that time by Josie Williams to be able to get it to go. Brooke Smith drive on Hawley, and that one's no good, but she's got 2 shots at the line, and so far, Brooke Smith has fought hard with Hawley.
Well, the Ouachita coaches don't mind seeing her at the free throw line, an 83% shooter. She hasn't shot that many free throws, but 10 of 12 on the year before this game.
And talking with Kylie Hill after most of these games this season, one player that he always loves to commend is Brooke Smith. She's one of those players that not as tall as some of their bigger forwards, but she's able to contend with the best of the GAC just with her toughness and ability to play well on the inside.
Made both free throws. Washita stays within 2. It's close, just like we expected, Isaac.
Isbell. Here's Kabrick. Top of the key. Pass over to Isbell, into Holly. Hook shot, no good. Shot disrupted that time by the Tigers. And some rough play on the inside. Sage Holly visibly irate.
Yeah, it was Brooke Smith that wound up on the floor, and Holly's going to get the foul call. She'll check out. Here it is, a floor shot.
And you see Holly not happy after that call, but Brooke Smith able to draw it nonetheless. And that's exactly what you want to do with her. That's 2 fouls. That's 2 fouls for her today already. Smith out to Robinson. Heidi Robinson looking for the shot, and they're going to say she went up and down. It's turnover for the Tigers, and they'll stay down by 2 for now.
She tried to keep that left foot on the floor, didn't quite do it, so the call was made. This game's getting a little bit more physical, wouldn't you say?
And that's really what you have to do when you have a 6'4" player like Holly, and then you've got physical players on the inside if you're Coach Kylie Hill. And so far, it's worked for the Tigers. Foul called away from the ball. They're going to whistle Audrey Winfrey for it. Substitution for the Tigers, coming in for Brooke Smith, is Abby Harrison.
The game is not lacking for intensity on either side.
No, it's not. Right now, both teams committing their fair share of fouls. Washita with 4, Harding with 5. The shot's no good off the back of the rim. Here's Lainey Mears. Nice crossover by Robinson, and the mid-range shot is no good, far on the right side. Gear with the ball. Here's Kabrick, the drive. Left-hand layup is good, and she's going to the line for one more. Good play that time by the sophomore out of Tomball, Texas. Substitution for the Tigers, coming in for Heidi Robinson, Madeline Tipton. Caitlin Kabrick will be shooting free throws on the season. Shooting 92.6% from the line, and that'll put a tarnish on it as she misses the 1 free throw. Tipton to Winfrey, Winfrey to Watson. Harrison, Madeline Tipton able to draw the foul on the jump shot. Now she's going to have 2 shots from the free throw stripe.
Yeah, that's what a shooter can do. She was going to make that shot. The defender knew it, tried to get there, but got a hand on Tipton, so she'll shoot. And she is just a fraction short of an 80% free throw shooter.
First one is all good, and what a season for Madeline Tipton. She's had a great year scoring, averaging 13.8 points per game, one of the top in the Great American Conference, top on her team as she laces both of them. She's got 9 tonight. Excuse me, she's got 10 tonight. Josie Williams taking it down, looking for a gap in the defense. Isbell, drive to Williams in the corner. Pull up over Winfrey, that one's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound by Kabrick, and that one's no good. Lainey Mears able to grab the rebound. Washita quickly the other way. Winfrey thought about the 3. Watson, high-low into Harrison, and Abby Harrison. A tough play on the inside, and now Washita's tied this one back up.
Talk about a precision pass. Great assist from Watson. Good shot by Harrison.
Williams, the drive on Mears, trying to get it outside. Here's Isbell. That one's no good. Madeline Tipton on the rebound, and Washita with the chance to take the lead here. Winfrey back to Tipton. Back to Winfrey. She's going to pull up from deep and no good off the front of the rim.
She can make that shot. Not a bad decision. Was wide open. Just did miss it.
Junior out of Auburn, Alabama this season. Has shot her fair share of three-point shots, 39.5% on the season. The shot by Gear rolls in for her, and the lead for Harding is back at 2. Coach Kylie Hill calling a play, wants to get his team a score here before the media timeout. Winfrey to Mears. She's got the ball guarded by Holt. Here's Harrison, the spin move, trying to get it over Kabrick, and it's good. Abby Harrison, great moves by her in the post, and she's got 6 today.
Yeah, great decision with Holly out of the game to go inside and get a basket for Harrison, and she got it.
Here's Isbell. Holt, guarded by Samantha Watson. Drive left side, and she's whistled for the foul. That'll be on the floor, and that'll be our media timeout. Game is tied at 28 apiece for the Arkansas State rivals. 2:56 left in the half, and we'll be right back with you here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And right now, Abby Harrison with Sage Holly on the bench. She has been eating in the post. Some great entry passes from her teammates and just some great post moves there, able to get the shot to go. And Jeff, the question for head coach Tim Kirby is, with your star player on the bench with 2 fouls, do you roll the dice and maybe put your player back in if Harrison continues to play like this?
Well, they keep going inside to Harrison, and she keeps responding. Right-handed shot and then left-handed shot. Ouachita is tied up right now. I'm sure Harding is remembering a 21-point victory in December at Harding, but they're seeing a different Ouachita team this afternoon.
The drive by Holt, trying to get over Harrison. That one's no good. Tigers back the other way, chance to take the lead. Here's Watson. Tipton, guarded by Isbell. On the drive, and Madeline Tipton able to draw another foul, and she's going to head to the line for her 5th and 6th free throws of the day.
Isbell looked a little frustrated there and just kind of hacked at Tipton, but Madeline didn't mind. She'll go right back to the line.
And that'll be her 2nd foul of the day. That's the 3rd Harding player with 2 fouls. Head coach Tim Kirby now might have to start playing some of those players a little bit more. Tipton knocks down the first one, gives Ouachita the lead. That's the first time that they've led since 2 minutes in the first quarter. She knocks them both down. Madeline Tipton, she's got 12 today, leading all scorers.
Ouachita got out to a 12-5 lead and then gave up 12 straight points, but after that, Ouachita closed the gap, and it's been close ever since.
And Jaden Thomas able to draw the foul. And Jeff, we talked a little bit earlier about Jaden Thomas. You know, she comes from a pretty illustrious line.
Yeah, her Ouachita was the home for her dad. Her dad played for the Tigers. She's playing for Harding, and I tell you what, she is looking to me like a future star in the conference.
Her mom actually a Sugar Bear for the team up in Conway, the UCA Bears, as she knocks them both down.
So the family is touring all the colleges in Arkansas, it looks like. contributing every time.
All they'll need to do is head up to UALR and become a Trojan.
All right, under 2 minutes left before halftime.
Smith to Harrison. She got the ball top of the key. Watson to Tipton. Pull up from mid-range. And that one's no good. Rebound tipped around to Thomas. She's going to take it. Harding running quickly here. Clock ticks just under 1:40 left in the half. Holt looking for a teammate. Guarded by Watson on the inside. And that one's no good, but she's got 2 shots at the line. And folks, we've seen players spend a good amount of time from the stripe today. Substitution for Ouachita, Joey Babel coming in for Samantha Watson. And Holt on the season shoots 79.2%.
She's had a good first half, already outscored her season average.
That first one is good. She's got 8 on the day. And give her 9 with the second make. Harding's got the lead again. They lead 32-30. Ouachita passing it around. Brooke Smith, she's got Mears. She's going to pull up from deep. No good off the left side. Tipped around. Josie Williams is going to grab it. Harding the other way. Here's Gear. Looking for a gap. Holt driving middle. To Williams. Pull up from mid-range. And that one no good. Joey Babel, good rebound. And Ouachita quickly the other way. Tipton thought about the open 3. Passes it up inside to Babel. And Babel can't get it to go. Ouachita now has run a little dry since that last timeout. Williams, that one's no good as well. Neither team has been able to get a shot to go. Battle for it on the floor, and good timeout by head coach Tim Kirby as Harding's going to retain possession. Brooke Smith jumping on the floor there. Jeff, we're going to stay here, and let's talk about these last couple sequences for both teams. Really, neither team able to make a shot, but good defense has been played all around and just some tough, rough and tumble play.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Isaac. And I tell you what, this is a real key for Harding. They want to have a nice lead at halftime. They're up by 2. They have the basketball. They don't shoot that many three-point shots, but even a 4-point lead at halftime would be meaningful when it's been a 2-point lead or a tie game here recently.
And I think it was a good risk to be able to keep Hawley out of the game for now, because Harding, they've maintained themselves in this one, haven't really let Appy Harrison take control too much, and that really is credit to Jaden Thomas today.
Yeah, it really is. Holly will be right back here after halftime. She's not injured, just out because of the 2 fouls. And that will be a challenge for the Tigers, so the Tigers don't want to be trailing at halftime and then have Holly reappear in the lineup.
Taking it out, that'll be Maddie Holt, the sophomore out of Bergman, Arkansas. In fact, was a teammate of currently injured but player for the Tigers, Ruby Trammell. Josie Williams looking to get around Mears. Nice pass on the inside, and Rogers knocks it down. The freshman out of Hot Springs, Arkansas has put herself on the board today. Babel, inside pass, and Rogers, that's 2 good plays in a row, able to get the jump ball. It's going to stay with the Tigers, but great effort by Harding. 5 seconds left in the half.
She's hardly had any playing time in the first half, but has made herself known on the last 2 possessions.
Tipton to Smith. 5 seconds left on the clock. She's going to fade and knocks it down. And that's going to be the last shot of the half for either team. Tigers head into the locker room. They trail 34-32 to the Great American Conference leading Lady Bisons. And for now, we'll be right back in just a little bit, talking a little bit about these halftime stats. But for now, you see that Brooke Smith final shot. But here from Bill Vining Arena, we'll be right back. Harding leads 34-32 here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts.
If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Batson Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Batson Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Batson Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Washita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Batson Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Batson Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
There is a road laid out for me. First night here, but Amy seems cool. Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, You can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
What are you doing in there? What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
For years, we've said we'll be on your side, by your side.
We all stand by that promise.
And I'm proud to be a part of a team of attorneys who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side.
So if you've been injured,
we'll be on your side, by your side.
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Here at halftime, the Tigers trail 34-32. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined by Jeff Root. And Jeff, at halftime right now, Ouachita hanging in there with the Bisons, Lady Bisons so far. They're only down by 2, but what have you seen from either team that has really given you hope that maybe Ouachita could win this one with Holly sitting the bench that first half most of the time?
Well, Ouachita is a team that just continues to improve. I mean, the Tigers have played so well after that 0-5 start, and they had some close losses in those first 5 games. Since then, they've been a winning team. They've looked very, very strong, and they play very well at home. So you got to praise the Tigers. But I tell you what, Harding has also shown why they are such a good team at 14-3 coming in, 10-1 in conference play, because Ouachita basically shut down Holly. She only had 5 points in the first half. She averages 18. 0 points for Isbell, who averages 13 points per game. 0 points in the first half. 5 points for Josie Williams. But then you look at some of the players off the bench for Harding. They were able to do wonderful work coming off the bench. They got 9 points from, let's see, Jaden Thomas got 9 points. They also got 9 points from Maddie Holt, who is a starter, but the lowest scoring starter on the year, and suddenly she jumps up for 9 points. So when they don't get it from their star, they get it from somebody else. That's a quality team.
One team that is getting it from their star today, though, is the Tigers. Madeline Tipton, a great day for her. 3 for 5 from the field, 12 points, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. She's been really physical, has been able to penetrate the lane and draw those fouls.
It's a great free throw shooting, isn't it? 8 for 8 for a team. That's Ouachita's stat. And for Harding, 8 for 10. Excellent free throw shootings for both teams. Ouachita really hanging in, though. Harding with 17 rebounds. Ouachita with 16 rebounds. Harding with, let's see, in turnovers, Harding has 3. Ouachita has 5. Both teams have 2 steals, or Harding has 3 and Ouachita has 2. So all those stats are very close. Ouachita actually has 6 assists, only 4 for Harding. So both teams playing very, very hard on defense, and it has held our score at 34-32. But Ouachita is right in this basketball game, and we expected nothing else.
One stat that I think you have to look at for this Harding team, though, is those bench points. You mentioned it earlier, but Jaden Thomas giving this team a great boost off the bench, and that's why Harding leads in this one. It's not because of the star players really coming to play, but just because Coach Tim Kirby has really brought in players that almost all of them can produce and they can step up when needed to, and today that's exactly what's happened for the Lady Bisons.
Well, there's no doubt that Holly could come in the second half and reach her 18-point average for the season, but only 5 in the first half, a couple of fouls in the first half, and Harding does have a relatively few players that play in each game, so they depend on their reserves to come in and play well because they don't play 10 or 12 people per game. So the result is that Harding has folks coming off the bench that are going to play very well, and that has worked out well for them. Ouachita is going to play several people, and they had some good work off the bench, especially on defense, but it's been the starters and in particular Tipton with the scoring.
Brooke Smith, like you said, off the bench with 6 points, but the main scoring has been from that starting lineup. And you saw Tipton with 12, Abby Harrison coming in with 6 as well. Both of these players playing well on the inside, and that really has just come credit due to their ability to draw fouls, but also just create opportunities off those high lows for Abby Harrison, and then Tipton's ability to play well off that pick and roll.
The only player in real foul trouble is Samantha Watson with 3 fouls. But she has played very good defense when she's been in off the bench, and she can play the point, a really fine guard. Ouachita will play her, I'm sure, in the second half, but they have others at that same position. As you noted earlier, against Henderson, they played 3 people in that spot, and they shared the possessions, and it really will happen again here in the second half, especially since Watson's minutes might be more limited.
And Coach Hill mentioned the other night post-game after that win at Henderson that they've got some really talented guards. You see Heidi Robinson, a player that not ever going to score too much, but a player that can pass the ball really well and run the offense just as good as anyone in the Great American Conference. But then you also bring in a player like Joey Babel, who plays much taller than she is, but also plays really good defense and can shoot the mid-range decently well. And then Watson also brings in her own advantages. She can shoot the 3. She can also play good defense, is very active in the passing lanes. So just about every one of these point guards that Coach Kylie Hill has gone to, they all have their own advantages and have all used those today.
I think we might see more scoring from Mears in the second half. She missed a 3-point shot, 1 for 4 in the first half, made her first shot, and then got a little cold after that. But she's such a key for the Tigers, a senior. She's not going to be intimidated by anybody. She'll take her shots. I think she can be a key for the second half for Ouachita.
An interesting approach by the Tigers tonight. They've only attempted 3 3-pointers, something that you don't really see from this squad at all this season. They're averaging a good amount of 3-pointers attempted per game, but with only 3, only 1 for Mears attempted. You know, maybe in this second half you can expect to see her get a little bit more confident with those 3s. And yet, though, she has taken some good mid-range shots, just they haven't been able to fall so far.
I love these highlights that we're seeing. What a great pass that was from Watson. And then inside, Harrison makes the shot. Made another key shot. We're going to see that one right here. Here she comes down the lane. This is not an easy shot. I mean, she's changing directions. She's shooting with her left hand now and just easily makes it. She's quite a talent on the inside.
And then that nice pass into Brooke Smith. And then Smith able to get the final score to put the Tigers within 2 at halftime. So great play by her today. And also just credits this weekend to this OSDN crew. Obviously, you see me and Jeff on this as well. Sorry, Jeff and I. He's the dean of the English school, the School of English. I do not want the School of Humanities with English being in there, so I don't want to say me and Jeff. But also credit to Chloe Velleman, Priscilla Leverett, Gavin Wallace, David Pinnell, Madeline Colzer, and then Deborah Root and Chris Babb, 2 of our professors in the School of Humanities and School of Communications specifically. Just a minute away, Jeff. What are we going to need to see in this second half for Ouachita to be able to pull ahead over the Lady Bisons?
I'll answer that question, but I also want to say thank you to you and to everybody in OSDN because, we're helping out today not because we're short on students, but because we got so many events to cover. Just last night you covered swimming. That was a big event. Ouachita got a victory there.
Exactly. Two Battle of the Ravine matchups we've had this week. One across the street at Henderson and then one at Waggoner Pool last night. And today, another in-state matchup with Harding and Ouachita.
Well, I'll tell you, nothing but fun for us to jump in and help every now and then, kind of keep our feet wet in the profession. So we don't want to just talk about it in class. We want to do some of it sometimes too, right? So this is going to be a great second half. I think Harding has discovered this isn't going to be a 20-point win like it was at Harding last month. Instead, it's going to be a really close, hard-fought game, and Ouachita knows that. Ouachita came in with that intention, so the Tigers are going to have a chance down the stretch, but Harding is a really talented team, and they expect to win just as much as Ouachita expects to get a home victory today.
And starting off the half for the Tigers, it's going to be the main starters in Robinson, Tipton, Harrison, Winfrey, and Mears. And then starting off the second half, Harding will also bring out their starters that they started with. Pass over to Isbell. She's guarded by Tipton on the right side. Hawley's back in. She's guarded by Abby Harrison. Here's Holt. The spin looking for Hawley on the inside. The high-low, and that one's swatted away by Harrison. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Harding's going to need to look for a score quickly after they get it in.
Not a turnover, but they kept Hawley from getting the ball on the inside. That's a key for the Tigers.
Nice pass into Isbell, and she converts. What a great pass off the inbounds pass, and Harding's going to put themselves on the board first to start the half.
Really good screen, and that's her first basket of the day. She expects a good second half. Isbell's a good player.
Winfrey left side. Here's Harrison. She had 6 points in that first half. And Tipton, that's her 6th foul drawn today. And the Tigers are going to take it out on that far side.
Isn't that an amazing stat? Harding had 7 fouls, 5 of them they had fouled Tipton. Now 6.
6 of the 8 fouls drawn have been from Tipton. Robinson, she gets the screen from Harrison. And they're going to whistle Abby Harrison taking a couple too many steps on the screen, and they're going to whistle her for the moving screen. Harding takes back possession. They lead by 4. Williams, she's got Holt on the right side. Back to the left side. Hawley, top of the key. Entry pass. And Rory Gear gets that one to go. We've seen 2 players in this half get their first points of the game for Harding.
Obviously, it's very early in the second half, but this is a key now. Ouachita down by 6. They haven't trailed by this many, so they really need a bucket, and they need it now.
Harrison, handoff to Mears. And that one's no good. She wanted the foul after she got bumped on the left side, but it's going to go back the other way. Harding, a chance to take an even bigger lead. Hawley, pass to Williams. Pull up from the mid-range, and that one's good. Hit the front of the rim and in. Harding now with an 8-point lead. That is their largest lead of the game. That one's stripped, and another turnover for the Tigers. Harding a chance to go up by double digits here. Hawley gets it in the post, backing down Harrison. And that one's all good. What a way to start the second half for the Lady Bisons. They lead 42-32. Coach Kylie Hill wants to talk to his team. And with that, we'll also take a quick break. 7:44 left in the quarter. Ouachita's down 42-32 here at Bill Vining Arena.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Ouachita Women's Basketball, here live from Bill Vining Arena. Right there you see head coach Kylie Hill in his first year at Ouachita talking to his team. And Jeff, what a difference Coach Hill has made to this team from last season, where this year they're coming into the season with a lot more confidence. Started off the year with a couple good wins. While they did start off slow in conference play, since then they've been 6-2. Jeff, what have you seen from Coach Hill this year?
Tell you what, you bring in a new coach, and he's already got 300 wins under his belt. You're bringing in a guy who knows how to coach a team and knows how to put a team together, knows how to create the kind of relationships that a team needs to be successful. We've seen a great thing happen under Coach Hill. It is just, I think, a signal of things to come for Ouachita basketball.
And now playing the conference-leading Lady Bisons. Ouachita's in desperate need of a score here to end this Bison run. Mears with the three. That one's no good. That one would have ended the run. Back the other way is Isabel Harding, looking to make this the largest lead even more. And Brooke Smith bats that one away, keeps it away from Holly, and that's what you need to do with her. And that one's no good. Winfrey with the rebound. Lainey Mears on the right side. To Smith. Tries to get the shot up over Holly, and that one's good. Brooke Smith, great moves to get Holly off balance, then able to get it to go from the left side. Gear, pass to Isbell. Here's Holly. That entry pass to Gear now. And the shot from the top of the key is no good by Josie Williams. Great rebound, though, by Gear to retain possession. Here's Holly, now backing down Winfrey. And Sage Holly, that one's good off the front of the rim.
She had it in her spot. Isaac's going to be very hard to stop that. Ouachita is fighting back here. 10-point game. Harding, an explosive team, really had a great start to this second half.
Out to Smith, to Mears. Thought about the three, doesn't take it, but draws the foul on the right side. Lainey Mears heading to the line, and that's exactly who you want there if you're Ouachita. This year she's been shooting 94.7% from that range, so just about the most efficient you want at the stripe.
That's the third foul on Isbell, so she has checked out.
First one is good for Mears. And second one is all laces. Lainey Mears able to pick up two at the line, and this lead for Harding back down to 8. Holt driving left side. Pass out to Thomas. She's going to take the three. No good. Sage Holly back to the bench for the Lady Bisons. Winfrey for three. Never mind, sorry. Sage Holly back out on the court, actually. Josie Williams driving after that Ouachita miss. Holt on the left side. Holly, the high-low pass, and Gear able to finish it off. Great pass by the fifth-year senior, and great finish that time by Rory Gear.
That was a beautiful pass from Holly. She comes in as one of the leaders in assists for Harding. She can do just about everything, including a block.
And Holly able to send that one back. Audrey Winfrey looking for the foul, doesn't get it. Substitution for the Lady Bisons coming in, the sophomore out of Nashville, Tennessee, Ella Grace Thompson. Madeline Tipton taking it out. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Entry pass to Winfrey. Pull up from deep, Madeline Tipton. She was feeling it there, but unable to get it to go. Thompson looking for her teammates. She's got Thomas. Holly, top of the key. Thompson, entry pass to Gear. She's guarded by Winfrey. And Gear able to draw the foul there. She'll get 2 at the line. And that'll be the first media timeout of the half. Ouachita trails 46-36. 4:32 left in the third quarter. We'll be right back here from Bill Vining Arena on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. There you see the entry pass into Rory Gear. And Gear able to pick up the foul. So she'll be at the line here, concluding this timeout. On the season, Rory Gear's a 74.5% free throw shooter.
You know, that's a nice percentage. But I tell you what, the team for Harding, almost 80%. Amazing.
And that is what you want if you're a team that plays physically on the inside. Gear not able to get that first one to go, nor the second. She goes 0 for 2 at the line. Ouachita now hoping to take advantage of that and cut into this lead a little bit. Tipton on the inside. That one's sent back by Holly. A little bit of fun between Tipton and Holly racing back down the court. Maybe not fun for them, having some friendly competition in this game. Nice entry pass by Holly. And they're going to whistle Ouachita for the foul. Tigers visibly upset with that call. They thought they had the jump ball.
I thought she might have been fouled earlier, but Brooke Smith took the ball away from her, and so I'm surprised that the call went against her, but it did.
Substitution for Ouachita coming in for Ella Grace Thompson. Back in is Josie Williams. And Gear will head to the line, hoping to redeem herself after going 0 for 2, and she makes the first. The senior out of Grove, Oklahoma. She's had herself a decent season as well this year, averaging 12.1 on the year, and she knocks them both down. Harding back up to a 12-point lead. Ouachita hoping to cut into it here. Mears, top of the key. Smith, nice pass inside to Watson, and she gets it to go with the right hand. Brooke Smith, what a great assist for her and Samantha Watson. She's gonna pick up her first bucket of the game. Jaden Thomas, she's got Holly. And interesting to see, we've seen Holly playing a little bit more on the outside as that one's taken away. Rory Gear able to get on top of it, no good. Ouachita takes the possession.
Really good play by Mears. Ouachita has a chance to cut into this lead again.
Robinson, nice pass to Brooke Smith, gets Holly up in the air. Unable to get it to go though. Great awareness though by Brooke Smith. Here's Holly, she's gonna be backing down Brooke Smith out to Holt, and that one is good. Maddie Holt has been electric from everywhere on the court. She's the first player to hit double digits for the Lady Bisons. It's a foul on the baseline. It'll stay Ouachita ball. Lainey Mears drawing it.
I think a number of players pleased to see that foul just so they can stop and breathe for a moment. A lot of up and down right now.
Substitution for Ouachita coming in for Audrey Winfrey. That's Abby Harrison. So now head coach Kylie Hill playing both Brooke Smith and Abby Harrison at the same time. Smith driving, nice pass to Harrison. That's batted away. It's going to stay with the Tigers. Since that first half, great adjustment by head coach Tim Kirby to not allow Ouachita to get the same looks that they had in the first half. Watson, drive, and that one's swatted. That's 3 blocks in the quarter for Sage Holly. Josie Williams thought about it. Mid-range shot is good. That rattles in for her, and Josie Williams also starting to heat up a little bit. She's got 9 now. Ouachita slowing it down.
Harding showing why they're 10-1 in conference right now. Ouachita working very hard, but the shots are falling right now for Harding.
Robinson, she's guarded by Thomas. To Mears. Nice pass to Brooke Smith, in the shifty play by Lainey Mears is able to be for Brooke Smith 2 points.
All right, 1:40 left in the third. So Ouachita looking for a bit of a run to set up a fourth quarter opportunity.
And this isn't the first time we'd seen Ouachita down in the third quarter. Last time Ouachita played at home was against Southwestern Oklahoma State, and they came back from down 22. Holt driving, and that one swatted back by Harrison. That's a shot clock violation, so Ouachita, great momentum play for them, and now they're going to hope to turn that into 2 or 3 points. There you see Holt's shot is sent right back, and then just ball bobbled around out of bounds, and that one was out on gear. Samantha Watson will take the ball down the court for the Tigers. They trail by 13. Mears, wide open 3, she's gonna take it, and that one's no good. Great effort by Winfrey, and they're gonna get another possession. Second chance opportunity for the Tigers now. Call away from the ball, and Harding's gonna be whistled for the foul. That's a foul on Holt, and that's 3 fouls for her. 2 players with 3 fouls for head coach Tim Kirby. Now substitution for Ouachita, coming in for Samantha Watson is Madeline Tipton. And substitution for Harding coming in for Holt this time is number 13, Emily Rogers. And Gear commits the foul, so Ouachita will be in the bonus. Lainey Mears shooting 1-1 here. Chance to cut into the Harding lead. First one is up and good, and that's exactly what she does from the free throw line.
She was hurting a bit after that foul, but a 95% shooter. She's just not going to miss no matter how she feels.
Lainey Mears even good enough to resist the broadcaster jinx. She's 4 for 4 from the stripe today.
You don't worry about it with her.
Rogers driving on Robinson. The shot is good, and give her one more at the line.
But she's shown something today, hasn't she? Not many minutes on the year, 6.2 an average per game, and yet she played well at the end of the first half and is playing well since checking in here late in the third.
Amalia Rogers. That's a 3-point possession for her, and in her very few minutes today, she's got 5 points. She's only played just around 3 minutes today, but those 3 minutes have been productive to say the least. Robinson drive left side. She's got Winfrey in the corner. 4 seconds separating shot clock and game clock. Tipton, right side. Step back, trying to get it up, and the leaning shot is no good, and now Harding's gonna have 3 seconds to get the shot up. And that one's blocked by Heidi Robinson to finish the quarter, and Harding's going to head to the huddle with a 56-42 lead. We're gonna take a quick break before we head back for the fourth quarter action here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to the home of basketball here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University here at Bill Vining Arena. The Tigers trail 56-42 to the GAC leading Lady Bisons of Harding. And now in this final quarter, hoping to make a run and possibly get themselves back into this game. Here's Winfrey at the elbow. Tipped in, pull up over Hawley, and that one's no good. Great rebound by Harrison, but Gear able to wrestle it away from her. Here are the Lady Bisons back the other way. Isbell, entry pass. Hawley, she's got Winfrey on her. Doubled, and they're gonna call Lainey Mears for the foul, and she's not happy with this one. Another play where she really wanted the tie-up.
She had the tie up there for a moment. I thought that might be the call. Instead, the foul on Mears.
Williams, pass into Isbell. Gear looking for the high low to Hawley, doesn't get it to her. Holt, right side. Isbell backing down Tipton. And Madeline Tipton, she's gonna draw the charge. And Jeff, that's 7 fouls drawn for the junior today.
And I think that's 4 fouls. It is 4 fouls on Isbell. Ouachita needs not only good defense, they got to hit some shots, maybe some threes here in the fourth period.
Mears' shot from the free throw line is no good, off the back side of the rim. Mears just has been unable to get that mid-range bucket to go today. Isbell, pass inside to Hawley. Trying to set the 5th year out, but Sage Hawley visibly excited to finally draw the foul.
That's interesting. Call from the other side of the court. She, I guess, had an angle where she could see that foul more clearly than the official who was nearby.
And that one's no good. Hawley with the rebound, and she draws the foul.
And she can just get higher than everybody else, so they wind up hitting an arm.
This will only be her 3rd and 4th free throws of the game. And on the season, Sage Hawley has spent a good amount of time at the line. She's taken 60 free throws coming into this game, and she shot 80% from the line up to this point. First one is no good. Unable to lengthen out the Lady Bison lead. And second one is good. Sage Hawley able to get herself to 8 points on the day. Still has yet to hit double digits. Still 10 points under her season average. Robinson, that one's no good, but great follow by Brooke Smith, and she's got 12 today.
Brooke could see that that was deflected, wasn't going to hit the rim. She got a nice rebound off the backboard, put it right back up. Beautiful play by Smith. She's played well today.
Isbell on the right side into Hawley. She's guarded by Brooke Smith. These two have been going at it all day. Holt, drive left side, and they're going to whistle Mears for the foul. Excuse me, they'll whistle Heidi Robinson on the foul, so that means that'll be Robinson's 3rd foul of the day, and she's going to go out. Coming in for her, Samantha Watson. Watson also has 3 fouls. Another interesting development as well, Abby Harrison on the bench with 4 fouls. Will be interesting to see how head coach Kylie Hill plays that. Drive in by Holt. Back out. Here's Isbell looking for something under the basket, and she gets it to go. Isbell, she sat a good majority of that first half in foul trouble, but since she's been back in the second half, she's had herself a decent play. Brooke Smith fakes the jumper, tried to go toe-to-toe with Holly, but that one's no good on the left side. Pass over to Isbell on the left side.
Even when Holly doesn't block a shot, just the presence makes you change your shot, and that created a miss there for Smith.
And Sage Holly able to wrestle through the defense and get the shot to go. And my, is she a confident one, able to look at the Ouachita fans and signal that she got that one to go. That's a timeout for head coach Kylie Hill. We're going to stay here. Harding now with their biggest lead of the game. They lead 61-44. That's a 17-point lead. Jeff, if you're head coach Kylie Hill, what are you going to tell your team?
Well, he's a better coach than I am, Isaac, so I'm not exactly sure, except to say that they've played very hard. They're going to need to make more shots here, and maybe setting some good screens is going to help them get some open shots. But Harding's playing very well on defense and on offense right now. You just got to stick with it, and this is a team that I think will do that and give it everything they've got in the last 7 minutes.
And in this half, the difference between last half you'd think would be the presence of Sage Holly, but really it's just been incredible all-around performance from the entire Lady Bison squad. Not one player has really stepped up as the leader, but if you're going to pick out one, I think I talked about her a little bit in the first half, Maddie Holt, the sophomore out of Bergman, Arkansas. She's got 12 points on 4 for 6 from the field. And while she's one of them, there's 4 players on this Harding team with 9 or more points. And so it's just been a great all-around effort by Tim Kirby, their head coach, and he's just been a great coach at game planning well for this Ouachita squad.
Harding has excellent players, and they seem to play together very, very well. They know they need to get the ball to Holly on the inside, but when they can't do that, they do have a plan. They know what to do to get a good shot for someone else.
Well, in that first half, they were denying Holly so well on the inside that they were able to try to get Holly to give the entry pass to Gear, and then Gear was able to work with it there. But now Ouachita hoping to come back. Tipton with the 3. No good off the left side. She really wanted that one.
Yeah, that was the good screen. They set up to play well. She had an open shot, but just didn't get it to fall that time.
Sage Holly looking for a teammate. Gets it to Josie Williams. Here's Isbell. Gear thought about the 3. Shot clock ticking down. Brooke Smith with the steal. Here's Mears. Tipped in the drive. Good pass to Brooke Smith. And she puts it up for 2 more. Give her 14 on the day. And Brooke Smith, the sophomore out of Siloam Springs, Arkansas, has had a great day for her.
Yeah, she's really coming on in her sophomore year.
And great defense by Samantha Watson to prevent the pass into Thomas. Holly, that one's no good. Ouachita, another chance to cut even deeper into this lead. They still trail by 15, so it's an uphill battle from here if head coach Kylie Hill's team wants to win this one at home and make it 5 straight wins in Bill Vining Arena. Smith, that one's no good. Shaking her head on the way back. Brooke Smith wanted to make that one. Josie Williams taking the ball down the court. Isbell in the corner. The spin around Winfrey, no good, but she's going to be whistled, and she'll get 2 shots at the line. Substitutions for both teams coming in for Jaden Thomas is number 10, Maddie Holt. Then coming in for Brooke Smith, number 20, Grayson Fairless. Brooke Smith has to come out with 3 fouls now. First one is good by Isbell.
With that great shooting for Washington the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, did not stay with them here in the second half as the Tigers have struggled thanks to some awfully good defense by Harding.
Joey Babel, she's got the ball. Handoff to her. Babel looking for a gap in the defense. She's got Holly on her. Nice entry pass to Mears, and that one's no good. Josie Williams running the break the other way. And they're going to whistle Babel for the foul. Williams falls to the floor. It'll be on the floor. And that one will send Josie Williams to the line. Lady Bison's in the bonus here. So they'll shoot 1 and 1. She'll shoot 2, in fact. First one is good.
Good aggressive play by Babel. She might be the smallest player on the court, but she is plenty aggressive. That time, Williams a little off balance, and Babel got the foul. Now she gets the rebound.
Mears, drive on Isbell, and she'll go to the line. Lainey Mears 4 for 4 from the line today. She'll get a chance to go 6 for 6 if she can knock them both down. Substitution for Harding. Coming in is Jaden Thomas, the redshirt freshman out of Conway. First one is up and good for Mears, the senior out of Valonia, Arkansas. You know, Jeff, her and Madeline Tipton were in fact high school teammates, now being able to be teammates here in Arkadelphia.
They've both been really outstanding players. Of course, Mears is the senior, so she's wrapping up her career this semester, and it's been a very, very good one. She'll be one we always remember.
Holly that time stripped by Grayson Fairless. Pass into Williams. Harding, they lead by 16. Clock ticks just below 4:20 here. Thomas with the drive. Pass out to Gear. The floater is good. Whistle blown. Bit of deliberation between the referees. And we'll resume play here.
Yeah, I think he thought for a moment there was an injury, but she shook it off, so we're back to action.
Here's Tipton, drive. Hanging in midair, shot is no good. And Ouachita now, they're 1 for 5 in their last 5 shots. Pass to the corner. Williams finds Holt wide open from 3. And that one's no good, misses everything. Holly stepped on the baseline there, so it'll be a Ouachita basketball. And Jeff, one interesting thing to note in this game, Ouachita 0 from 8 from 3-point range, something that you don't want to have as a team that plays very well from the perimeter.
Well, Ouachita scored only 14 points, make it 16 points in the second half. So it's been a second half very different from the first in terms of Ouachita's ability to put points on the board.
Tipped into Mears. Mears drive inside, hand off to Fairless. Mears' shot over Holly is no good, tipped around. Rebound goes to Gear. Ouachita still unable to take the cap off the basket. Headed to the scorer's table for the first time today. Freshman Caden Porter trying to help cut into this Harding lead just a little bit for the Tigers. That one's batted away by Babel, but it's going to stay with Harding. Williams thought about the 3, passed it over to Holt, who's going to take the 3, and that one is all laces for her. And what a day for Maddie Holt. Here's Tipton. Smith back to Tipton. Pull up from the elbow, and that one's good. Finally able to get a shot to go for the Tigers. And now they're going to hope that that might be able to be the shot that gives them a run here. Clock ticking down. Harding now just wanting to keep this lead and maybe go home with a little bit more confidence. Into Hawley, backing down Fairless. The fader over Grayson Fairless, and man, how did she get that one to go? And that'll be a timeout. Harding leads 71-50. Correction, that'll just be a big platoon substitution for the Lady Bisons. Head coach Tim Kirby wanting to get some of his bench involved in the game. So coming in for the Lady Bisons, Kinley Hammett, as well as number 4, Ella Grace Thompson. Back in Caitlin Kabrick. Then also number 13, Amelia Rogers. And Lainey Mears is able to get that one to go. Right side pass to Thomas. Thomas, shot is no good. Rebound by Kabrick, and that one rattles in for her. The sophomore able to get a shot to go.
Nice skilled play on the inside. Came up with the ball and got it down with the left hand.
Tipped in back to Brooke Smith. Here's Mears. Thought about the three. Tigers have been doing a lot of thinking from behind the three-point line. Just not a lot of shooting today. And Rogers whistled for the foul. Substitutions for the Tigers coming in for the first time today. Aubrey Henderson and then number 10, Samantha Watson. Also Caroline Dos Santos subbing in for the first time. Under a minute left to play. Here's Porter. Henderson. She's got Watson. Watson, the floater is good. At the end of the shot clock.
Well, I will say that Harding has proved me wrong about something. I talked a lot about how it was a 21-point victory at Harding in December, and it wouldn't be that. But right now it is a 21-point lead for Harding. They've played a whale of a second half.
And just about a second between shot clock and game clock. Just looking for some corrections there. It'll be 4 seconds between shot clock and game clock. So Harding will have to most likely get up a shot or just take the turnover. And they're going to let Kabrick shoot it, and that one's no good. And Hammett getting on the rebound, and she's going to be whistled, and so she'll go to the line for 2. These will be the final 2 free throws of the game, unless something changes in these final 21 seconds. First one is good for Hammett, and that's her first point of the afternoon.
One thing you like to see for both teams, Isaac, is that even in the waning moments of this game and a 20-point lead for Harding, both teams are playing very, very hard, including some of the folks that have not played all that many minutes this year, getting some important playing time right now.
And here's Watson. Brooke Smith content to just dribble this one out. Lady Bisons able to put on a good performance in the second half. And that's going to give them yet another conference win. Your final score here at Bill Vining Arena, the Harding Lady Bisons 74, the Ouachita Tigers 54. Just a little bit after this break, we'll meet with head coach Kylie Hill to talk about the game. But for now, this has been Isaac Bourne and Jeff Root. Stay with us here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
And welcome back to Bill Vining Arena. Post-game, Ouachita falling to the Lady Bison 74-54. I'm here with head coach Kylie Hill. And Coach Hill, you guys came out really strong in that first half, but just overcome a little bit by the efforts of the Lady Bison. So just talk about just what they came out with out of the locker room and how you guys were just unable to contain them.
Well, we didn't do a good job the entire basketball, guarding the basketball, perimeter dribble drives and our rotations. We did enough positional-wise versus their high-low game, but we were able to do enough, but the magnified what happened was on the offensive end of the floor. I mean, we go the entire game, we don't make one shot. We don't make 1 3. You know, I think we go, seemed like 0 for a billion, but I don't think we made anything in the second half. We went 0 for 8 from the floor today, and again, that's uncharacteristic of this group, but we weren't here mentally today, and we had to grind, go through some pieces, and we just, no matter what rotations we were trying to get through, seemed like we still had a hangover from a great game Thursday. And we just gave credit to Harding. They did a great job taking personal things away. We got some foul trouble situations. We got the Hawley kid in foul trouble. We got 32 in foul trouble, and then we couldn't capitalize on any of it. And that was really one of the points we tried to make at halftime. We had them right where we want them. We do have them where we want them. It's a 2-point ball game coming out of half, and we don't make a stop, come down here, make a poor decision with our shot selection, and it just snowballs. And we never had we never had a full 5 unit playing consistently at the course of this basketball game. And you know, it's going to happen. It just, what's disappointing is the way we shot it and the way we played well was on our home floor, because we were just so uncharacteristically today. I mean, we were mentally out of it. We would just go a couple of great possessions, and then the next few possessions we were completely non-existent of what we would talk in a timeout, what we made adjustments when we had halftime, what we worked out on Friday and through the rest of the remainder of the week. And that's my fault. I've got to be able to do a better job teaching them through. But, I mean, Harding's a great basketball team, but that's why they're number 1 league and only had one league loss. But we had situations where we could take control, and we didn't seize that. We missed too many bunny shots at the rim, too many wide-open looks from beyond the arc, and also some 15-footer. And then we made some really poor decisions with the basketball, which allowed us to have to play defense even longer. So that cumulative effect over 40 minutes, it caught up, you know, but I was really disappointed the way our start in the third quarter. And I probably should have called timeout sooner, probably should have switched some things defensively to change up the momentum. But I didn't, and we didn't respond, and I got to take the responsibility of that and help keep coaching these kids better. But we just weren't, this wasn't our best day today, for sure.
And Coach, while you do pick up the loss, some bright spots here, obviously just containing Sage Hawley to 6 points under her season average, and that really goes to credit to obviously Abby Harrison playing really well on the inside against her, but Brooke Smith.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a great team effort for that kid. Our post play did their job with the low post. Our guard play, I mean, I'll just say it was, they did not do their job for us today. You know, we did not guard the basketball the way we were supposed to, and some stuff that we were trying to counter that. They did not do a job and allowed Greer to play one-on-one in the low block. And that's not what we were going to do from the beginning. So, but I give credit, though, to Brooke Smith and Audrey Winfrey, and Abby, Grayson. You know, those kids came in and did a fantastic job, you know, of keeping all for situations. But, you know, we did not do a good job whatsoever on the perimeter. You know, the whole kid, what did she have for the day? Number 10, she went 5-8, 3 from 4, 2 from 2. I mean, she had 15 points on the day, and she's only averaging about 8 to 9. And so that dynamic shifted it. And, you know, there's just so many things, little things. And when you're playing a great basketball team, one of your top leaders, you have to make sure that you're doing a great job of your little things. And we didn't do that consistently. We had moments, just like, for example, you go back to the first quarter. We go at 12-5. We're up 12-5. He has to call a timeout. I say, keep doing what you're doing. And we stopped that. So there was a mental focus of we had lapses there. So all that, again, I sound really negative, and I really apologize to folks listening here, but this is the level we're trying to get beyond, okay? And with this program, and these kids have fought so hard, competing so hard, but the next stage of this journey is not the physical part. This is all about between the ears, and our room for error is so small. And you'll have nights where we played Henderson and played so well. I mean, we could have beat them 30 that other night, but we played well, but now the shots wouldn't fall, so we've got to be better defensively and not have some shots at the rim, some bailouts that would now give to kind of suck the life out of us. And then when we do have those open looks against a good defensive team who has a rim stopper, a rim protector like they did, you've got to be able to make it those open looks when you have them to give you life and make it a dead ball timeout and give you energy. And again, that's not so much a physical thing. That is a mental piece. And I kept telling our kids, you're due. And it's almost like we were pressing too much across the board. And again, that's something I've got to get better at, helping these kids through that. And it's just the nature of the beast at this point in time of the year. Everybody's tired on Saturdays. And we've got to do a great job of being the best best version of us over this next stretch. And I still think we're playing a good basketball. We just didn't play well today.
And Coach, now you've got a couple days to calm down after this loss before you host Southeastern on Thursday. So what's going to be the emphasis in practice this week before you come right back in here for a home game against a team that you lost to earlier in the season?
Well, we played really well at Southeastern. We'd have a tough loss. It was the first conference games for us right out of the gate. One of the big things for us, this was truly our first week of classes for our kids. We had some rough practices on Monday, Tuesday, actually Northern King Day, but on Tuesday and Wednesday because we were gone the week before. We left on Wednesday, so our kids were in class trying to find a new rhythm, and some of our kids are class situations we're having to go late, So our biggest thing, what we've got to be able to do is get a recovery, get our kids back, mentally, physically, emotionally, because this was a draining game. We had a big week. You had, Boulder on Thursday, and so that's just an emotional piece. And then come back. We had to prep for a good team, and then play here. And a part of it is part of the weather. It's warm in here, so we had a lot of different things that we had to counter. But those are all circumstances, and we don't want to live in circumstances. We want to hunt joy, hunt those pieces that make us successful. And we just couldn't get some buckets today that would fall. And because I really believe if we'd had a couple of shots fall early, which they did, especially in the second half, it'd have been a different game because we just kept pushing and pressing, and no matter what we tried to run, get in different spots, we just couldn't make that happen. But I really believe this week is about just trying to reset our mindset, reset our piece. We're not going to live back on this past. We're going to learn from it and move forward, and that's what we've been doing this entire time. It's just a tough loss here at home.
So, Coach, I did this on the radio the other night, but now we've got the camera on us. Any shout-outs you want to give to anyone in the crowd today?
I always give a shout-out to my dad and my sister and my as I say, my smoking hot wife on the far side, watching it today. They weren't able to make it down last week, and then it's so great to hear them. And then our son and our daughter, Whitley and Skylar, who are listening back in Charleston, South Carolina, Hasbrook, Mississippi. And then all the folks out there. I gave a shout-out to one of my BFFs, Eric Caruth, and I'm going to get out to another shout to his wife, Renee, who, Brandy Higginbotham, who is our member of our staff. Really, if it wasn't for Renee, I probably wouldn't have Brandy because I didn't realize she'd retired and other pieces. And she brought that up to me when their daughter Reagan, who goes to school here, one of the first days I was here in orientation pieces. And so I give them a shout out to them because people have always got our back, and people looking here because that's the Ouachita way. It's the network of unbelievable people and support, and I see it here every single day, and we're just very thankful for the opportunity, and that's why I give those shout-outs all I do, because in the day, it's about the ones around you who love you.
Yes, sir. And Coach, you talked earlier about hitting the reset button, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to reset, and then make sure you guys tune into the broadcast following after this for the men's basketball game, where Harding is here right in front of us here at Bill Vining Arena. But for now, thank you for tuning in to this broadcast of women's basketball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, and we'll see you in just a little bit for the men's game.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.